Hey everyone, welcome back for our last episode of SkiTube this season.
Looking forward to doing some really fast speed work today and working on some advanced skills. Should be a really great time, and we're looking forward to having you guys join us on the trails today.
Woo!
Today we're gonna head out and do a tour of the trails, working on a whole bunch of different skills.
Come on, follow us. All right, so we're at our first station and Tyler's gonna teach you a little bit about a new technique called V2.
So if we remember back to when we skate skied last week, we pulled just to one side and we recovered to another side. That's called V2 alternate. Today we're gonna work on V2 where we'll pull to each side every single time we step. When we think about it, we can remember back to double poling and we swing our arms right up and right back and right up and right back. When we V2, we'll keep our same arm motion, but we'll skate to each side. So when we put it together, it'll look something like this. Got a good double pole going right here. And now I'm ready to skate ski, and I can add in my glide, pushing from one side to the other, still keeping my arms going right up and right back. So one way that we can really work on getting a good rhythm and get used to the timing of our V2 is by starting by double poling, switching to our skate skiing, and trying to go back and forth. When we think about it, we could do 3 double poles and then launch into our skate skiing. Putting it together, it'll look something like this. 1, 2, 3, and we can launch into our skate. 1, 2, 3. This way I've got really good rhythm, and I'm thinking about where my arms are. I'm also thinking about planting my poles right before my ski hits the ground, and it gives us a great platform to push off from.
All right, that V2 demo was awesome. Let's go to our next station where we're gonna work on some downhill technique.
Ooh, it's gonna be fast! We're at our next station. We're here on top of a big, ginormous hill. And in one of the earlier episodes, we talked about how to go down a hill with some different kind of skills, but there's one way that's really, really fast.
That technique is called a tuck. And with the tuck, we get nice and low, which makes us aerodynamic like a race car. When we're standing upright like this going down a hill, you can see we're kind of like a sail. All the wind is hitting us and it's slowing us down. So that's why when we go down a hill, if you want to go fast, you want to get nice and low to the ground like this. You can see I'm actually resting my elbows on my knee when I'm doing this. So it's almost like a little bit of a break while we're skiing. It's a little bit of a restful position. All right, so now we're going to show that to you on a downhill. I'm going to get into my tuck, and once you're here, you can kind of switch up the angle of your legs to help give yourself a little bit of a break. And if you're going a little too fast, you can even transition to a snow plow while you're in your tuck.
And that's what you call a hockey stop. So when we're hockey stopping, we tend to be carrying a lot of speed, so it can be hard to think about putting it together slowly. But the way we can think about it with our bodies is we have our parallel skis. So I'm skiing down my hill. I've got my skis side by side in parallel. As I start to want to stop, I can make my snow plow. My leading ski will start turning sideways, and I'll take my following ski to snap them together. Just like that.
Hockey stopping is a really great way to stop when you have to stop really fast. Plus, it's pretty fun too.
Hockey stops!
All right, the sun's come out and now we're gonna talk a little bit about safety.
Skiing is an awesome sport that you can carry on well into your adulthood, and it's a super great activity to keep us active and healthy. And always remembering that staying healthy is staying safe, and staying safe is staying healthy.
So we've got a fun challenge for you guys today, and it's what I like to call the moose turn. So if you're out for a ski and you run into a moose on the trail, you want to turn the other direction. You can take one ski, you're gonna flip it around, kind of like you're doing some ski ballet, and then you pick your other ski up and you're gonna flip it around too, and now you're going directly the opposite way.
Another way we can think of it is by putting that thing down, we can flip it, and now we're reversing it. Since this is our last episode, I know a lot of you guys are really anxious to do some super rockin' fun stuff. For our bonus challenge, we're gonna learn how to do a 180 on our skis. To do it, we can start with our skis in parallel. I like to jump to my right, some people like to jump to their left, but when we think about it, we wanna turn our head to our jumping side and drop our shoulder. When we hop up, our body will follow our head, so we can bend at our knees, come up, and turn. As we do it, we can also think about swinging our tips, and that'll help us move around all the way. Challenge yourselves and show us your very best moose turns and or 180s. It's awesome to get out there. Just be sure to always be safe when you're doing your tricks. We had a super awesome time skiing with all of you this winter, and we hope you had a super radical time too.
We hope you learned a ton this year and had a great time learning all of these new techniques.
We'll ski you out on the
there.
trails.